Welcome to Summer Fun Newsmakers. I'm Joseph Stalin.
And I'm Hugo Chavez. Thanks for joining us in this edition of SFNM Graphic Design. Graphic design intern Danny Bianchi shows us how he tells a story with his images. We'll find out what the communication manager has to say about ACMi and get the latest scoop on being a news director. That and more up next. Stay with us. When you look at a movie poster, you know right away if the movie's going to be a thriller, a comedy, a horror film, or a horror film. Here at ACMi, graphic design intern Danny Bianchi tells viewers what a show is about in the same way. Summer fun reporter Gen brings us the story.
Hi, I'm Gen, and I'm at ACMi, and we're going to be interviewing the intern here.
So I am the graphic design intern. I do everything from logo design for shows. I also do things for the poster. Here I'm doing posters for the TV shows, as well as photo editing. Anything in the realm of digital imaging and logo design is what I do here.
Do you enjoy your job?
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm currently going to school for it to become a graphic designer. I just graduated college, so I'm going on to get my bachelor's in graphic design. So this is just an internship to get me some experience, and I'm really enjoying what I'm doing here at ACMi. I'm also an Arlington resident, so it's really, really great of being able to help the community and help ACMi do whatever, whenever they give me, I'm able to do, and it's a lot of fun.
How important do you think your job is?
I think it's really important because I have to be able to portray a message for a certain show or a different idea. For instance, the Wide Angle show. It's more of like a political interview show where they talk about different subjects and different topics happening in and around Arlington and the community. So I wanted to give it more of like a dramatic look with the blue coming in a nice portrait shot. So that's kind of like my role here is to really push the message, but more visually. With images, logo design, typography, stuff like that.
This has been Gen for ACMi, and that's all. Thank you.
Up next in Summer Fun Newsmakers, what does the communications manager at ACMi have to say? That and more when we come back. It's up to James Millan to make sure everyone in Arlington knows about the shows at ACMi. He also makes sure the staff here knows what's going on. Summer Fun Newsmakers reporter Ben sat down with James recently to find out more.
Alright, I'm here at ACMi with James, who works here as what exactly do you do?
I am the communications manager here at ACMi, Ben.
So what exactly would that entail?
Mostly it entails communicating. It's a surprising thing, I know, given that I'm the communications manager, but basically, I handle all of the communication out and in from the station, and most of the communication within the station.
So how long have you been working here?
This is going to be I'm just 3.5 years I've been here.
Alright, so why exactly did you want to join this as opposed to like some other station or another job?
Well, before this, I had been teaching for 23 years, and I got so sick of children. I cannot even tell you. Children are excuse me, I forgot who I was talking to. Oh, yeah. Oh, you too. That's right. No, I'm just kidding about that, actually. I loved teaching. But I got tired of the homework. Can you believe it? I got tired of grading homework all the time.
You had to, I see.
Yeah, I had to do it.
Well, like, when you joined here, were you communications director? Yeah. Or did you? What job did you have when you joined here?
Well, that's a very interesting question, actually, because I just changed my job about a month ago. I was the outreach coordinator for a long time. That's what I was when I first got here.
Well, how are you liking the new job?
Since the new job, means that now I'm a manager and not a coordinator. I like that sound. That sounds a lot better to me. And I get to keep doing the same fun stuff I did before. I like it a lot.
How many shows, like what kind of shows do you help out with here? All the shows, some of the shows?
That's another good question, Ben, by the way. I help out with a number of different shows here. We have a whole division that's called Public Affairs, and that means everything to do with like subjects that people are generally interested in, but they're not news. And so we might do something on criminal justice reform, or we might do something on popular music or something like that. And I host a lot of those kinds of shows.
What would be your favorite show that you work on?
Ooh, that's a tough question. There's a show every once in a while. We have something called Blues Apocalypse, which is a whole festival of blues music, which I really like. And whenever they're going to do that, about a month before they put on Blues Apocalypse, several of the bands who will play come in here to our studio and they play live. And I get to interview the bands before they play, and then they play their songs. So I get to hear them right there in the studio. It's really a lot of fun. Actually, Ben, let me ask you a couple of questions. How long have you been preparing for this work as an interviewer?
Not long, probably like 15 minutes.
That's what I thought, and I just wanted to say that I know very, very few people of any age who in 15 minutes would get interviewing down this well. I wanted to congratulate you.
Well, thank you very much.
And I also wanted to say something nice about all your fabulous staff back there who are clearly doing a fantastic job. As long as the camera is on me right now and not Ben, then everybody's going to be happy. And as long as the camera is now shifting to Ben, as he answers, wow, what a job.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm not paying them. I'm surprised they haven't quit yet.
So how would you sign off?
Thank you for joining us, and remember, I'm Ben, and you're not.
Okay, I think we'll be seeing Ben on TV a lot more.
He might take James's job.
When we come back, we get the scoop from ACMi news director. Stick around.
It takes a whole team of people to bring you this newscast. At ACMi, news director Heather Everson makes sure everything comes together before the newscast starts. Summer Run reporter Rix introduces us to her.
I'm Rick Yarbrough here at the ACMi, where I'm interviewing, what is your name?
Heather Everson. I'm the news director here.
Yes. I'm interviewing Heather Everson. She is the news director here at the ACMi. And, wait, so what exactly does news director mean?
Well, we do a half-hour news show every 2 weeks here at ACMi. And my job as the news director is to work with the crew, figure out what stories we're going to cover, keep track of what's going on in town, what might be interesting, assign those stories, and then make sure that they're done in a professional manner, and then write the script that goes around it and bring the whole show together.
What do you think is the most interesting story you've ever, reported on?
Wow. My favorite story happened a very long time ago. It was in the mid-1980s. There was a Boston Globe reporter named Nick Roosevelt who went to Lebanon and shot a bunch of photos during the war in Beirut. And doing a story with him afterwards and having him talk about his photographs was actually the most fascinating story. And I still have a lot of those images in my head that he shot.
So you've been working here for 40 years?
Well, I've been doing television for about 40 years. I've been here just for about 6 months.
Oh, okay. That about wraps things up today. So I think I'm going to pass it over to our next reporter, and goodbye.
Well, here in New England, the weather is always news. Our show wouldn't be complete without bringing you the latest forecast from our pro weathermen. What can we expect coming up this week?
Thanks, guys. There's a lot of weather out there. Cold in the middle, hot in the south, dry in the west, and here in New England, we just got about everything coming at us. It will be sunny and rainy with gusts and winds and hail of the size of golf balls. Once that front passes for the blizzard conditions by the weekend, don't forget to stock up Millan bread and milk. Back to you.
That's a lot of weather to watch out for.
Thanks for watching Summer Fun Newsmakers today. Look for more of the stories you want to see on our future shows coming to you live from the ACMi Anchor Desk. I'm Barack Obama.
And I'm Joseph Stalin. See you next time.